explain what I mean by secrets, my friends. When I say secrets, I'm talking about things that people wish they knew, but perhaps they don't know. And the first secret, maybe you've heard of it, people have. Here it is. You've heard of this, yes? Maybe? Oh, yes. Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. There were 5 golden tickets. Yes, 5 chances in millions to take a look at what was going on inside that factory. Was there, in fact, an everlasting gobstopper? Was there, in fact, a piece of gum that would give you a 3-course meal? Was there, in fact, a river of chocolate? The only way to find out was to get one of these little numbers right here. And 5 people went in, my friends, looking for secrets. The thing about a secret is everybody wants to know it. So how do you hide and how do you keep those secrets? Well, we'll ask one guy how he does it. Maybe you've heard of this guy right here. Colonel Sanders. That's right, Kentucky's Colonel, the man behind that original recipe chicken, the one that's probably on every single table at one point or another across America. He has a very special secret, the recipe to that chicken. That's right, 11 special ingredients. You might be thinking, well, someone's figured it out. Some people think they have, but we don't know for sure because guess where he keeps his secret, my friends? Locked in a vault with a door and a key and walls right here in Louisville, Kentucky. That recipe. Now you might be thinking to yourself, wait a minute, what about the people who give them the spices? Of course they know which spices. No. There are more than one company. They get some spices from here and some spices from there. This guy knows how to keep this secret. And speaking of vaults, which is a good way to keep secrets, there's another vault that is dedicated to a recipe that entirely based on this one ingredient right here. In fact, I'm going to let you see it, let you hold it, see if you can remember or try and figure out what it might be. There's one for you. There's one for you. I'll take them back when you're finished, but I'd like you to just guess what these might be. Anybody got a guess?
Mushroom.
Oh, it is not a mushroom. Good guess, though. I can see why you say that.
Chocolate.
Ha ha! Wouldn't that be great? Chocolate? No, it is not chocolate. I'll give you some hints. The first one's perhaps a bit more difficult. These are used by the Igbo culture in southern Africa for welcoming ceremonies. Does that help? Maybe not so much. Here's another hint. This particular vault lives in Atlanta.
Cola nut.
It isn't. Wow. Thoroughly impressed. He says a cola nut. You'd absolutely be right. The cola nut. This cola, you know what I'm talking about. Coca-Cola, that's right. Remember, Coca-Cola was making this cola. People were making fizzy drinks in the 1920s. We find ourselves in a speakeasy, the time when alcohol was prohibited. You couldn't make, produce, sell any alcohol, but you could make fizzy drinks. This is one of them. There were lots of lawsuits where Coca-Cola tried to protect the name cola because it came from the nut. That was the base ingredient. They won a lot of these lawsuits. They did not win all of these lawsuits. But vaults are a good place to keep secrets, right? You know what might even be more impregnable, more difficult to get into than a vault that has a lock and a door? This one right here, my friends. The one on top of your shoulders, in your mind, secrets passed from one generation to the next. Yes, that's right, and I know what you're thinking right now. Yes, you're thinking the Habsburg fold. You are not thinking the Habsburg fold. That's okay. The Habsburg fold, in case you didn't know, was and is a fold of a napkin that they put on dinner plates. That's right. It is used in Austria for dinners for state dignitaries and important people. Yes, and guess what? There are only 2 keepers of the fold in the entire world. 2 people who know how to make this fold. Now, at some point, they pass it on to the next 2, so I would imagine there are 4 at one point. But I am not one of them. However, this brings to mind the last, the most important perhaps of the secrets for today, one that has been passed down for generations since 1926. One, my friends, that was born in the mind of a man, yes, a man who in fact went to court against Coca-Cola, a man who took the stand against Coca-Cola. He went to court, and by the way, he won. A man who donned his trademark orange tie when he said, "Ashes to ashes, Dust to dust. If cocaine don't get you, Roxacola must. This, of course, is a reference to the very small amounts of cocaine found in Coca-Cola at the time he won that case. This is a man, by the way, who was not satisfied staying in the cola market. No, he wanted a new drink, an original drink, a Kentucky drink, we might say, one that is still made here in Winchester, Kentucky. A drink that was born of ingredients that he found, some of them, on a trip to Northern Europe. That's right, he discovered the allure and the benefits of this particular item. Anyone know what this is?
A leaf.
It is not a leaf. Good guess, though.
Ginger.
Oh, you are 100% ginger, my friends. The ginger root. The base of this new drink. But this man who would wear his trademark orange tie and take on Coca-Cola would not just name a drink. No, he had a large contest. And this is the kind of guy who would announce a contest not over a microphone or a megaphone. No, he would hire the human fly. And that man would scale a building and he would announce this contest. And by the way, the drink was named by a 14-year-old girl. That's right. She had a brilliant idea. She said, you know, it's kind of like the latest and the greatest thing right now. I think we should call it a late one. Ale-8-One. You notice how that sounds? Yes, George G.L. Wainscott is the kind of man who would take that and make it into a name like this. Now this recipe has been passed down generation to generation, at least 4 generations. Fielding Rogers right now is the man who knows it, and he goes up a spiral staircase in Winchester, Kentucky every month. And as he says to me, he makes a batch of syrup, the base for this drink. And that batch is enough for 8 million bottles each month. That's right, but we don't know the ingredients, at least not how they're put together. We know very likely there's ginger and perhaps citrus. And I could talk about the ingredients and maybe we could guess, or, you know what would be better? You should just taste for yourself. So if you would like, I have some nice cold ale-8s. If you'd like, you may drink them now. Step on up, my friends.